Welcome to Miss Martin Muses. Welcome to Miss Martin Muses. Today I'm going to be musing upon chapter 24 of A Game of Thrones, Bran 4, which I'm reading for the first time because I'm reading the whole thing for the first time. I started this series last year when I was full of an unbridled rage about what they were doing to Game of Thrones. And when it was all over, I said, okay, I'm going to read this book. So I started this series last year, and I am now continuing. One difference today, we are not going to be using the wiki of Ice and Fire. We are not, because it has too many ads. So we are going to go with Spark Notes. Spark Notes, I have the link here, and I will have it in the description. But we will not be sharing it, Precious, because the darling thing keeps kicking me off because it doesn't want me to share a screen, but that's okay. We're going to continue. I'm going to read aloud from the summary from the Spark Notes. While Bran is bedridden, Old Nan begins to tell him a story about the ancient, seemingly endless winter during which the others roamed through all of Westeros. Lewin interrupts, and Hodor carries Bran downstairs, where Robb, with an unsheathed sword, has met Tyrion. Despite the hostility of Robb and the boys' direwolves, Tyrion offers designs for a saddle that will allow the crippled Bran to ride a horse again. At dinner that night, Yoren tells Robb that Benjen has disappeared. Robb responds with denial, and Bran hopes aloud that the children of the forest will help Benjen. Lewin tells Bran that the children of the forest have been gone for thousands of years. Yoren says that no one can be sure what lies behind the wall. Well, holy foreshadowing, Batman, for crying out loud. Can they be more obvious? On the other hand, that's good writing. That's good writing because it keeps planting seeds in our heads. Nan telling the story about the others, the talk about Benjen has disappeared, what's going on, and then no, we can't know what's going beyond the wall. Very good stuff, very good stuff. There was some really good moments with Tyrion in this chapter. One was the whole tension with the dire wolves that they were talking about in Spark Notes. There was a little bit of understatement. They were about ready to attack him until they called him off. It shows how powerful and dangerous those dire wolves are. You don't want to mess with them. And also the fact that they will obey their masters, even the little boy. Another great moment in here was a quote by Tyrion, because Bran is feeling very defensive about being a cripple. When Tyrion calls him a cripple, this is great. Tyrion just replies, "Then I am not a dwarf. My father will rejoice to hear it." And that just made me laugh out loud. I just love the way that Tyrion is and what he conveys with that. One, obviously his father has issues, but also a way kind of saying, come on, man, just acknowledge what is. Just acknowledge what is. Also, it showed that Tyrion is deep down a nice guy because he makes a saddle that gives the saddle designs for Bran. He's not a total jerk. Not a total jerk at all. So that Bran can ride a horse. Well, kids, let's look at some analysis. It says, Ned's first meeting with the Royal Council reveals that the realm has been in a state of decline since Robert took over. Okay. Wait a second. Do these people even know? Oh, they're doing the whole summary. Forget I just said any of that. They were doing analysis of another one because apparently they suck. But thank you, Spark Notes, for giving us that brilliant moment. Oh my gosh. What a life we have here. One thing that I really, really do enjoy about this book and getting into it and delving into it is almost every sentence is giving us just so much detail and world building. I'm just really, really enjoying the world building that is going on with each chapter. And it makes me want to read more. And that's what makes for a good book, in my humble opinion, or at least an enjoyable book. So this was the point of view from Bran. We know that there's going to be a lot more that's going to unfold with all of this. And what can I say? I just can't wait to keep reading. So have a great day, morning, evening, afternoon, future, past, and be certain, if you have any dire wolves, just keep them under control.